This is head coach Kelly Housewright of your Gate City Lady Blue Devils, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be and however you may be listening to us. Thank you for making us a part of your Saturday afternoon. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports here live. This is Gate City Sports Radio. I'm Joe Carter along with Chris Carr. And again, we're coming to you live from Viking Hall here on the campus of Tennessee High School as our Lady Blue Devils come to Bristol looking for a season sweep of the Lady Vikings. Here on the Premier Pharmacy pregame show, we'll have an in-depth look at the Gate City Tennessee High matchup, talk about the keys to the game, go over the starting lineups, and get you ready for a great afternoon of basketball action. So we'll be back in just about a minute. We're about actually 7 minutes away from tip-off. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Christina Kilgore-Wiggs of A-Team Real Estate Professionals has a simple philosophy. Clients come first. She fights for her clients' best interest and will pledge to stay in constant communication with them throughout the entire buying or selling process. And she doesn't measure her success through achievements or awards, but through the satisfaction of her clients. So give her a call today at 423-360-0092. Again, that's 423-360-0092. Christina Kilgore-Wiggs of A-Team Real Estate Professionals.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
And we're back here from Viking Hall on the campus of Tennessee High School. Lady Blue Devil basketball in full effect here. Again, got the man, the myth, the legend. He is Chris Demolition Carr in on the action. Chris, good afternoon. Welcome. How's everything going?
Good to be here. I've just about calmed down from last night, I think. How about you?
Oh, my goodness sakes. Well, a lot, like I said, a lot of coffee, a lot of throat lozenges, a lot of screaming, and of course that was a raucous sight that we saw last night at Wise Central. Of course, we won 3 of the 4, so they just, have to take that for what it is. But anyway, Lady Blue Devils coming here today, again taking on the Tennessee High Lady Vikings. Of course, this is the second game of the season that they'll match up with the Vikings. Sarah Thompson scored 26 points, and Jaden Fullen added 12 more as Gate City used a barrage of defensive pressure to get a 68-42 victory over the Lady Vikings on November 28th. Again, that game was at Gate City. Tennessee High trailed 19-7 after the first quarter, and they never threatened the Lady Devils' double-digit lead throughout the rest of the game. Mara Mullins had 7 points, Kendall Quillen added 6, and Riley Housewright had 5. Gate City grabbed 29 rebounds and 9 steals in that game to go along with 5 blocks. So, if you remember, it was a dominating performance. It was the first regular season game for Gate City. Of course, that game was at home and almost 3 weeks ago.
Right. It seems like it was a lot longer than 3 weeks, but I do remember with that game, we were bragging about the opportunities that game gave for the players to come off the bench and get some experience, and I really think that helped even last night, particularly with the freshmen coming in. They've already gotten some quality playing time. If things go according to Coach Housewright's plan today, hopefully they'll get a little bit more playing time.
You talk about, of course, Housewright logged some minutes last night. Macy Mullins was in. She's a really key defensive stopper, especially, they were trading offense for defense there at the end of the game. She got some good minutes as well. So let's talk about a few of the keys to the game. Again, I think the first thing is Gate City's got to bring in the intensity after playing such an emotional game. Again, they lost the first time last night. Less than 24 hours, they've got to come back and, again, be able to take on this Tennessee High team. It's nothing to lose. And, of course, like I said, so we're here at their place, and we've got to be able to match their intensity and see what we can do.
Well, Joe, hopefully, like I said, they'll bring that intensity you were talking about. My big concern is having a mental letdown after such an emotional game last night. Plus, I know some of the players have got to be still tired.
Yeah, you talk about Sarah Thompson. She was all over the place last night.
That's the exact point I was about to make. Yep. She had some hard minutes in that game last night. Hopefully, she'll be ready to go. I think she will.
Yeah. So let's talk about the second thing. Lady Devils, I think they cannot abandon their effort to get their post players involved. Wise Central did a great job of closing down the passing lanes for Gate City. They denied them the ability to feed the ball inside to Fullen and Housewright for most of the night. But, with such an extreme advantage across our front line tonight, we've got to be able to take advantage of that. And, again, to do what we did about 3 weeks ago and own the paint.
Well, the post players really weren't that effective last night, but I'm willing to give them a pass on that because I think personally Coach Housewright had a great game plan with bringing Fullen and Housewright up to the top of the key and kind of trying to pull the defense out a little bit. So they were playing in some positions they weren't used to, but I think it was necessary last night just to give Gate City an opportunity in that game.
I think the third thing here today, Gate City's got to be able to defend in transition. This is a smaller lineup with this Tennessee High team. They want to run, they want to create turnovers and get out and get that game going. We've got to be able to get back on defense. We've got to be able to cut off, again, their runouts and be able to stop them, not giving them those easy baskets that can help Tennessee High stay in the game.
Well, the last time that they faced off against each other, this was one of those times where Gate City kind of got sucked into the other team's game plan. Tennessee High tried to run fast. I call it a West Coast offense. And Gate City tried to respond the exact same way, and it wasn't nearly as effective for Gate City as when they slowed it down and ran their plays and worked it inside.
Yeah. I think the next thing is we've got to defend that outside shot. Riley Fritz, Annie Hayes, and Lynn Lee Rhodes, they all connected on multiple three-pointers in that previous meeting. Playing at home today, the Vikings are going to shoot better. You always shoot better at home than you do on the road. Gate City's got to be able to defend that because, again, 2 or 3 big three-pointers can swing momentum, and the quicker we can get Tennessee High possibly down by double digits, the better off it'll be for the Lady Devils.
Well, the good thing is, as you said earlier, Gate City won 68-42 the last time. I know Tennessee High remembers that. That's got to be in the back of their minds. They hopefully will be starting this game a little intimidated. If Gate City can come out with their unusual fast start, that should really help things and maybe kill some Tennessee High hopes they may have.
And again, the last point that I was going to make as well, that leads into it. We've got to jump on them quick. They've won big at home. Psychologically, Gate City's got to be able to do that. Again, if they can, they have a lot better time than that. But again, the longer Tennessee High, we talked about it last night with the Wise Central with their boys. If they were close, 8-10 points going into the second half, we was going to have a harder time. Of course, we were able to extend the lead and get that big win. But anyway, so again, that's what we're looking at. So looks like we're getting ready to probably get the starting lineups and maybe the national anthem. I don't know if they do it. I guess they will. So we'll take a quick break, come back, and get you ready for Tennessee High and Gate City. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Proudly representing Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates for the last 24 years, Terry Kilgore continues to strive and work hard for others. Just like our Gate City Blue Devils proudly represents our school, our town, and community. Delegate Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank the residents of the 1st District for their trust and support over the years as he's continued to voice our needs and concerns in Richmond to make our region a tremendous place to live and work. And on behalf of Delegate Kilgore and his family and staff, they say, Go Big Blue! For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil Sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Ken Russell's Barbershop wants to wish the Gate City Blue Devils the best for a great season and wants to thank all of the Blue Devil fans, alumni, and students for their patronage over the last 30 years. And to look your best at the next Blue Devil sporting event, stop by and see Ken and Joey on your way to the game. They are located on Lynn Garden Drive in Kingsport next to Collins Auto Center. Proud supporters of local athletics for almost 4 decades, Ken and Joey Russell say, Go Big Blue!
And we're back here live from Tennessee High. As they're introducing the starting lineups, it's going to be the same 5 for Gate City. Kate Pendleton, Kendall Quillen, of course you got Sarah Thompson, Jaden Fullen, and Mara Mullins. That'll be the starting five again for Gate City, who comes in here now with a mark of 4-1, 1-1 in conference play.
And now they're starting to introduce the Tennessee High players.
Got Lindley Rhodes will be starting for Tennessee High. Also joining her is Anessa Pennington. Then you've got number 23, Riley Fritz. Number 25, Annie Hayes. Kenzie Nichols. You know, as we talked about just a few moments ago, Hayes, Fritz, and Lewis actually hit 3-pointers against us. You know, it's going to be key for us to be able to defend them as we get ready. So we're just about 30 seconds away, getting us ready and get started from Tennessee High. Here at the home of Rob Ferguson's favorite place in the world. He calls it the Mecca and the Medina. It is the Arby's Classic, which we will be covering.
Oh, Gate City is playing in that. I hadn't heard that from Rob this year.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to confirm that, but I believe they are. So, but we'll be back here the week after Christmas. And, again, you know, want to say Merry Christmas to everybody as we get ready for the tip. Ball is up in the air. Jaden Fullen, Tennessee High will get the ball, and they do control the tip. Coming on down to, throws it up there. It's going to be Nessa Pennington. She missed her shot. She followed it, though. She did get the rebound, but she did step out of bounds. It's going to be Gate City basketball. Kate Pendleton will inbound to Sarah Thompson. A little bit different look tonight. There's not the full court pressure. Looks like they're going to go to a zone and see if we can shoot them out of it. Mara Mullins does put up. Mara Mullins for 3.
Good start to the game.
Mullins, again, she hit 2 last night. She's hitting about 2 every night. And again, errant pass by Tennessee High. They come out. Ball back over to Gate City. Gate City leads 3-0. 7:33 left here in the first quarter. Thompson's got the ball. She's bringing it down. Again, looks like Tennessee High is still going to try to play that zone. If we're going to hit those shots, we'll shoot them out of it pretty quick. But she's passed it over to Pendleton. Pendleton's got it up top. She kicks it back into Fullen, though. However, they're going to say Fullen was in there, but a little bit too long. 3-second call is made. First turnover again for Gate City. 7:20 left here. Again, 3-0 Gate City.
It looks like they're kind of running that same offensive set they ran last night, with Fullen coming up on top, standing somewhere, give or take, around the free throw line. I wonder if coach is just kind of wanting to use today maybe as a little practice for that, for future reference.
Yeah, you know, being able to throw different things at different teams, that's definitely will help them out, especially as we get into the district schedule getting in January. That's going to be a drive inside by Lindley Rhodes. She gets her own rebound, though. She kicks it back out to Pennington. Pennington puts it up, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to go against number 5, Miss Kendall Quillen. Will be her first foul. Team first. 6:50 left. 3-0 Gate City. Ball's inbounded to Lindley Rhodes. She kicks it up top to Fritz. Fritz passes over to Annie Hayes. It's back over to Fritz. She's up top. Again, here, going from deep. Whoa. Bam! Annie Hayes.
That was from NBA range.
Hit from deep. And again, we mentioned that they've got to be able to defend that. As Gate City comes down, it's tied up 3-3. Tennessee High knocks the ball out of bounds. Again, good defensive stand right there for Tennessee High. 6:24 left first quarter. We're tied at 3.
Joe, it doesn't look like we're getting in a big, huge hurry like they did last time against Tennessee High. Of course, you know, game experience, the team's getting a little older. Looks like they're definitely determined to work